in the Bible, there are stories about Jesus where he liked to tell stories. Does anyone here like to listen to stories? Well, you know what? Jesus was supposed to be the best storyteller that you have ever in your life heard. Have any of you heard someone that's really good at telling stories before? No. Yeah. Like they get really into it. You don't remember Mr. Joel? You know how they get really into it, they make sound effects and everything, and you just sit there and watch and you listen, and oh my goodness, it's just amazing, and you just want to keep listening and listening, right? You ever been like that? Well, Jesus was going to come and he was going to talk to people. He was coming to this town, and there was a little boy he had heard that Jesus was coming, and he was at his house over here. He was at his house with his mom. Okay? He was at his house with the mom. And this little boy says, Mom, I really want to go hear Jesus tell stories. But I know it's a long ways away. Do you think it'd be okay if I went and did that? No. And the mom says, I don't know. It's a long ways for you to walk by yourself, and I think you're going to get hungry. But if you really want to go, I know that there's a lot of other people going too. So I guess I'll let you go. Well, as they were talking in their house, crowds and crowds of people were also walking to hear Jesus talk. The crowd was walking. And see the lake? They went around the lake and up the hill and across the valley. Follow me this way. And then they came to where Jesus was sitting on the rock, that chair, okay? Jesus was sitting on the rock, and they started sitting out in the fields around Jesus so that they could listen to him. Okay, back up, guys, back up. Back it up, Logan. Okay. So the little boy says, I really want to go, Mom. So Mom says, okay, well, here, I'm going to give you a lunch to take. And the boy says, ooh, a lunch. Wow. Does anyone ever want to know what's in their lunch bag? Yeah. No. They did? Me too. Okay, little boy, tell us what your mom packed for you. Hold on just a second. You got to pull it out. You can pull it out and set it on here. Say, I want to check and see what Mom packed for me before I take it. Okay, she's pulling it out. Hey, Mom, come on over here so they can see. Okay, everybody, watch what she pulls out. One, oh, look, it's a loaf of bread. How many loaves of bread? 1, 2. Oh, this must be one hungry boy. 3, 4, 5 loaves of bread. Okay, what else, little boy? What else did she pack for you? Oh, it's a fish. 2 fish. Oh, yum. Okay, well, that looks really good. Okay, put it back in your bag. That looks like a really good lunch. That's your bag. Yeah. Okay. Put it in there. Okay, get your lunch. Okay, wave goodbye to your mom. Okay, I'm start walking. He's walking, and he goes around the lake. You guys, please sit down and sit back. Thank you. Around the lake, and then he looks. Oh, look, there's the crowd. And I think I see Jesus. I'm going to go find me a spot and sit down. Okay, so the little boy comes and he sits down. Okay, so Jesus is talking, and everybody's looking at Jesus now because Jesus is telling stories, and oh my goodness, are they good stories? And kids especially like stories. And it got later, and they listened for 1 hour, then then they listened for 2 hours, and then maybe they listened for 3. And oh my goodness, next thing you know, you heard little noises in the crowd. What do you think we heard?
Growling stomachs.
Growling stomachs, that's right. And their tummies were growling and growling and growling. And then they started saying, hey man, did you bring anything for lunch? I'm not hungry. You didn't bring anything? Oh, hey man, did you bring anything for lunch?
I'm not amazing.
Oh, did you bring anything?
No.
Did you bring anything? Did you bring anything?
Yes.
And so then, Peter and John, 2 of the disciples, they come up and they say, you know what? They come up and they say, Jesus.
Before and after, you are big trouble.
Because they're and I don't think they're going to listen to you anymore unless you eat. Unless they eat. Okay? Okay, good. So, Jesus says, okay, well, is there anyone here who brought food? You brought food? Oh, wonderful. Well, you know, there's this huge crowd of people. Did you bring enough for everybody? No? Well, could you go ahead and bring your lunch up here anyway? And then, you know, the disciples, they said, Jesus, how in the world are 5 loaves and 2 fishes going to feed all these people? And Jesus says, little boy, would you be willing to share your lunch with everybody? Yes. Oh, that's so nice of you. Okay, go sit down. And then, you know what? So Jesus has this lunch, and he is telling the disciples that it's going to feed everyone, and they're going, yeah, right. And so Jesus says a prayer. And I'm sure it was something like, Dear Jesus or Dear God, I know we don't have much food, but everyone's really super hungry. Please, God, bless this food that we're about to eat and help it to feed everybody. Next thing you know, John and Peter start going around and they start passing out a half a loaf of bread to each person in the crowd.
Jana.
Hey, I
didn't have to give everybody a half. Where is... Can Isaiah, you need to let Isaiah help. Isaiah, you hold the bag. I'm sorry. Peter, you hold the bag. Okay, keep going. Oh, there's 1 loaf. There's 2 loaves.
Eat it. We're done.
Keep going. Keep going. Yes. There's 3 loaves. Keep going. There's 4 loaves. No. Just in half. It's okay. 4 loaves. That's it. Keep going. There's 4 loaves. Oh, there's 5 loaves. Oh. Everybody didn't get some. Go see if there's more in the bag. There should only be 5 loaves. Oh no, there's another one. Oh my goodness, and there's all kinds of food in there. I bet Jesus was hungry too.
Would you like some bread, my sir?
Okay, would you like some, Mom?
Mom wants some.
Yeah.
Oh, Mom wants some.
So, you know what?
Give the women some.
The disciples handed out food and they kept pulling more food and more food and more food and more food. Then they decided to go ahead and start handing out the fish. Now remember, there were only 2 fish. Only 2 fish. Nope, you just hand everybody 1. Okay, so then they're handing out fish.
Fish and bread?
Okay, there was only 2, remember? Oh wait, there's more. There's 3, 4. You know what? There was enough fish for everybody to have a fish.
There's more than enough. John didn't get fish.
More.
Oh yeah, John. John didn't get fish. More Mom.
Mom wants some. Mom wants some.
I'll give you some food in a second.
Did everybody get food?
Jana, hurry up. There's still other people.
Not yet?
I didn't get one. I didn't get one.
Mateo.
Peter didn't get one.
I'm pretty sure. Mateo.
Peter didn't get one. Peter didn't get one.
We need to take this.
Yes, you did.
That's a gift.
Very good. Okay, so listen up. Let me get your attention again. Tell me what this story tells us. What kind of lesson does it teach us?
Swedish fisherman.
That's not what the story teaches us, Tabitha.
Maybe it has something there.
Very good. It's a wonderful story from the Bible about sharing. You're exactly right. You know what? The Bible tells us that that boy didn't even have to think twice. He was more than willing to trust Jesus and give him everything he had. Hey, what's another good lesson that we learned about from this story?
They candy fish really well.
Does anybody else know what the other lesson from the Bible story is?
Shouldn't be this.
Huh? Jesus. You know what? We learned from the story. Sorry. Oh, there's plenty in there. We learned from this story that, listen, that Jesus can do amazing miracles if we just trust him. Did you guys hear that? Jesus can still do amazing miracles. He prayed and it happened. Right? Isn't that exciting? And he took care of, you know what? He didn't take care of anything huge. He took care of people's hungry tummies. And I believe he can take care of hungry tummies even today. Don't you?
No.
I do. Okay, so let's go ahead and have a prayer. Let's bow our heads.
Lay down there.
And we close our eyes. Dear Jesus, thank you so much for teaching us about sharing and for teaching us how much you love us and you want to take care of even the simplest of our needs. Help us to learn to trust you. Amen.